Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup wear test on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. I've heard a lot of people talk about this on YouTube, and so I decided to pick it up and test it out. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I also am just going to do kind of a get ready with me with some other makeup products that I haven't really used in a while. So we're gonna test those out again and see what we think. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, we're going to prime, and like I've been using in my other videos, I'm going to be using the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer to prime my face. Okay, so this foundation, it's full coverage. You can use it for concealer or foundation. I got the shade F7. Hopefully this will be my shade. Might be a little bit too dark, but we'll just have to make it work with concealer and everything. So I kind of want to use a sponge. I also picked up the Real Techniques sponge. I haven't used this in a while. I tested it out with a foundation, and it felt like it soaked up a lot of it, whereas the older ones didn't do that. So I'm just gonna try it again and see, if I really do like it or if I'm just gonna have to use a brush. So I'm just going to apply this everywhere. I'm just gonna use the sponge and blend it out. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark for me, but yeah, I feel like this sponge isn't like really bouncy, and I feel like it's not really, it's just soaking up like everything. I wanted to use the new E.L.F sponge, but when I went to Ulta, they didn't have it, so I had to get this one instead. Well, it's not terrible. Actually, it looks okay, so we'll just do the other side of the face and then our neck. Okay, so looking at my skin, it looks okay. It's a little bit cakey. For concealer, I'm going to be using the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I'm just going to start with putting this on the eyes and then blending it, and then we'll do the rest of the face. Because this concealer does set really quickly. It's like it doesn't really want to blend on this foundation, or maybe it's the sponge. I would almost think that it would blend better because it sets really quickly, so maybe it would like loosen the product or something. Okay, I'm just gonna be sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to blend that, so we're just gonna move on. It's not really going the way I thought it was gonna go. Oh god. What is going on with this concealer? It's like, doesn't want to blend. It's not wanting to blend on this foundation. Like, oh, this is looking a hot mess. It's like, it's just sticking there. It's not wanting to blend very well. I felt like on my forehead it blended pretty well, but like on my chin and like under my eyes, like it does not look good. But we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay, moving on to powder. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I really, really love this powder. It's so good. And I'm just going to be using this Morphe E3 powder brush. Pressing the powder into my skin to really make sure it's setting everything. The foundation, though, I have to say, doesn't feel really heavy so far. It feels pretty light, even though I feel like I put on too much. Okay, now that our face is set, I think I'm going to just fill in my brows. I'm not going to set them yet. I'm just going to fill them in. And I'm using this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Shape and Fill pencil in Blonde. I really like this brow pencil because it has like this thicker shape to it instead of like a traditional brow pencil that's just like really skinny. This is more of a thicker tip, so it's like you fill in your brows a lot faster. So we're just gonna fill in the brows. Okay, so brows are filled in. I'm gonna actually do my eyes really quick. I'm not gonna do anything crazy with shadow. I'm just gonna prime my eyes using the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in Light. Oh. Now for shadow, I'm gonna be using this Tarte Clay Play palette. I don't know if they still sell this. I think they came out with like 2 different versions of it, but I haven't really used this and felt like I should try it out again. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy Morphe M504 brush. We're gonna take Solstice, this white shade, and we're just gonna set that primer with this shade. Okay, now I'm gonna take Instinct, this shade right here, and I'm going to buff that into my crease with the same brush. Using windshield wiping motions, we're starting at the outer V and then moving the shadow into the inner corner of the eye. What's cool about this palette is that they designed it so you can use obviously these shades for like your bronzer contour, or you can use them as eyeshadows, and then even the eyeshadows you can use them to fill in your brows. So it's a really cool concept for a palette. I might do this smoke. It's this darker. I'm going to press it right on my outer V with this flat definer brush from Morphe M432. Almost creating like a tiny wing with this shadow. I'm not an expert at wings. I used to try and do them with eyeliner, but okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do right now for my eyes. We're gonna move on to bronzer, and I'm just gonna use the same palette. I'm gonna use this shade, Terracotta, and I'm going to bronze with this. I think this is a pretty warm color, so I'm not gonna go crazy. Now, blush, I'm going to be using Tarte Blush in Exposed. Show you the actual blush. It's almost like a mauve-y color. Okay, now we're going to finish the brows. We're going to set them. And I'm going to use this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set Mascara. Okay, now we're going to do mascara. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to curl my lashes and then apply mascara. And I'm still testing out this L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I don't think I'm going to apply any mascara to my bottom lashes. Okay, we're going to finish up the eyes really quick. And I'm just going to use that same Instinct shade and just buff it underneath my lower lash line using this fluffy pencil brush. Now we're going to highlight the face with this Makeup Revolution Sophie X Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. And I'm going to do this one and this one mixed together. And then I'm gonna take the same palette and highlight underneath my brow. Okay, now we're gonna finish off the look with lips, and I'm just going to line my lips with this Essence lip liner in the Nude. And for lipstick, I'm gonna use this Tarte Amazonian Butter Lipstick in Park Avenue Princess. It's like a dark nude. Okay, so here's the final look. I really like how the eyes turned out, really simple. The foundation, we'll have to see how it wears throughout the day, but the concealer was really hard to blend on top of that, so maybe a different concealer would be better. Overall though, it doesn't look bad. It's kind of sinking up into my forehead lines, and it's just a little bit cakier on the chin, but so far so good. We'll have to see. I'll probably check back in later. So yeah, if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your comments down below about any of these products and if you like them. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm back. Just got home from all day of being in classes. Wanted to pop on here and show you guys my foundation. It looks pretty good. You know, everything is still on, like my bronzer and my highlight. Obviously, I'm like super oily, but it's definitely starting to break up around my chin and my forehead. So, like, it looks really powdery and like it's starting to like separate. So I've lasted pretty decent, like what other foundations would normally last on my skin. But overall, I feel like I like this foundation. I felt like throughout the day, I didn't really feel it on my skin. Like it wasn't that like annoying, like oily feeling that I get sometimes when I have foundation on all day. So that was a plus. I'm gonna keep using this foundation and just see how I like it every time I use it. Maybe next time I'll use it with a brush instead of a sponge, but yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.